Fox welcomes you back to the Rock. 130 laps to go. The Subway 400. It began earlier today. Michael Waltrip, his 500th Winston Cup start, but engine problems took him out of the race in a hurry. Ward Burton, who won the Daytona 500, twice scraping the wall. Dale Jarrett leading for a time, but blowing his engine to go out. And on lap 156, a 6-car wreck. Casey Atwood kind of doing a little rock sliding. Buck Jones, Kyle Petty involved in that spill. Jeff Gordon lost 15 positions with some problems in the pits as he kind of slid past his pit spot moments ago. Lap 257 on the back of the pack, Jeff Hammond.
Yeah, a couple of these guys, you see Dave Blaney getting wrecked right there in turn 1 and 2, picked up.
And Jimmy Spencer, Mike Wallace involved, and Ricky Rudd, who was leading, stalled coming out of the pits and just could not get it started. Second Robert Yates motor out as we now are going green. Let's go back up to Mike Jordan.
Matt Kenseth leads Bobby Labonte, his teammate Tony Stewart, Sterling Marlin, and Jeff Green to the green flag.
Green, green, green. Go, go, go. Whoa. Kenseth got a little loose down there in the middle of the corner, but he got it back under him.
Jerry Nadeau was in the top 10, but he made an additional pit stop just prior to the green flag, so he's at the back of the pack, but still on the lead lap.
See Mark Martin in that 6 car, he's trying to get his lap back. We need to document that Kurt Busch and Ryan Newman did get their lap back on that last caution. They are on the lead lap again.
Matt?
Since NASCAR mandated the kill switch on the steering wheel, we have seen a handful of drivers accidentally hit that kill switch. Is that what happened to Ricky Fatback?
No, he didn't hit the kill switch. Kill switch actually broke. Those things aren't very good, and there isn't a very good quality switch you can put on the steering wheel. But we keep running it because NASCAR says we have to run it.
Well, they went from first all the way back to 28. Nick?
Robbie Reiser is Matt Kenseth's crew chief. This crew has taken that car from 25th to 1st. A lot of changes on the last pit stop. Hey, we're getting to showtime. Can you guys get it done today?
Well, I don't know. We've been adjusting on it all day long, trying to get it right for him. We're up there. You know, we got a shot at this thing. We just got to be smart here at the end. Know when to bid. That'll probably be a big deal if it stays green. But Wall Ford's been running great all day, and the guys have been doing a great job over the wall. We've been really competitive, so I guess that's a step in the right direction for the way we've been running.
And he's been playing psychologist as well as the guy who's making a lot of the decisions about what happens to that race car.
Reiser and Kenseth, both from Wisconsin. Hotbed of short track racing in the Midwest.
I've always said all these teams need a therapist on them, because all these guys need a little therapy, you know, after a while, if you drive very long.
He has opened up a 1.2 second lead in a very little amount of time. Stewart climbs the hill. He's drifted a bit back from his teammate Labonte. And there's our pole sitter Craven tracking Rusty Wallace for 6th place. And Jeff Burton up in the top 10. Haven't seen much from Jeff today.
Kurt Busch did get back on the lead lap, you know, so that's a fast race car. You got Burton up there in the top 10, so, you know, that's 2 Roush cars. That's not a bad day for those guys.
Talk about tracking, though. There he is, the 24 car, the Flames. He's back to 11th positions after spinning on pit road, going all the way to the tail end of the lead lap cars, and he's back here in the picture with about 130-something laps to go.
Well, now if you've got anything, you better use it, because you get down inside 100 laps to go here, you got to turn up the wick.
Jeff Green, Sterling Marlin, they've both led this race. They've both been contenders. Now they're racing for 4th. Sterling's like that high line all day, Darrell.
Let me tell you, when you head off into turn 1, the sun starts to set down there in the corner, and boy, it gets harder and harder to see as that sun gets in your eyes going into turn 1.
Jeff Green takes the spot, and now they pull up on lapped cars, Harvick, Martin, and Spencer, who are dueling and all but got together. That'll take your breath.
And these are all cars that are lapped down. Spencer in the 41, Harvick in the 29, Mark Martin in the 6. Jeff Green, though, he goes to the bottom of the racetrack. He's not going to give that position up.
Mark's trying to get out of the way, and I know how he feels. His car's not very fast, and he just can't get out of the way. I tell you, don't you feel a bit of urgency? Don't you feel the difference in the race right now? Intensity has picked up considerably all the way through the field.
Well, Matt Kenseth has nearly a straightaway on that group we were just watching. So they've got to go. They can't hold back.
We're getting close to that 100 to go mark, and that's when everybody kind of starts panicking just a little bit.
6th place, Wallace and Craven. And there is Jeff Burton right with them as they battle for 6th place.
You know, Jeff Burton, we have not talked about him. Started back in 22nd. He stayed on the lead lap. He stayed out of trouble. They've had good pit stops, and now he is up here battling in the top 10.
What's that spotter always tell you, Darrell? Keep digging. Keep digging.
Oh, yeah.
You're not out of this. Keep digging.
You demand.
Yeah.
You demand.
Well, sometimes you are.
Yeah, well, I can't tell you what encouraging that driver will do for him. Makes all the difference in the world when you tell him he's doing a good job.
Matt Kenseth's lead over Bobby Labonte now a full 2 seconds. Tony Stewart 1.5 seconds further back in 3rd, but as we've already seen today, anything can happen.
The Subway 400 on Fox is brought to you by Subway. Fuel up with a delicious fresh-made taste from Subway. Subway, eat fresh.
Welcome back to Rockingham, our Subway race summary. 14 lead changes amongst 7 leaders. 21 cars on the lead lap. We've had 6 caution flags, mostly turn 2, and they've consumed 38 of the 281 laps so far. Matt Kenseth leads Bobby Labonte by 2.3 seconds. Tony Stewart remains 1.5 seconds off the lead, but from there back things are busy. Jeff Green, Sterling Marlin, Ricky Craven, Rusty Wallace. And here are the drivers with the biggest gains today.
Oh, she's about a mover.
And Jeff Gordon, that figure right there is deceiving. He's had to do it twice.
Right.
So it's a little bit deceiving.
We should have 46 positions,
exactly.
Just about.
I love you, pretty baby. Oh, yeah. What'd I say?
Well, he's up to the top 10, Darrell.
Oh, he's had a up and down day.
And up and down, up.
And it's hard to believe 2 of the stronger cars today, Jeff Gordon in the 24, Ricky Rudd in the 28, their problems have not been on the racetrack. It was on pit road.
Gordon slid into his pit, and Rudd could not get refired after stalling the car on a pit stop. And up front, Kenseth continues to pad his advantage. Next week, ka-ching!
All right.
Las Vegas, what a great place just to go and visit with all that's going on there, all the glitter and all of the shows and entertainers, and wow, there's a pretty neat racetrack there too.
Got that right. It's a fun town to go to. Make a few deposits out there next week.
A few withdrawals, we hope.
No, mostly deposits.
For 5th place, Sterling Marlin and Ricky Craven, the pole sitter. Nose to tail.
I tell you, we got to, you know, cars are staying pretty bunched up after this last restart. The leaders have stretched out a tad, but pretty good racing going on back in the pack here.
Now, is that all Craven's got? No, here he goes. He's going up top.
And the reason those lines keep crossing is the 2 distinct different lines that these cars are running. Ricky Craven, as we expected back on lap 10, would be at the top of the racetrack. Sterling Marlin running at the top in 3 and 4, but he goes to the bottom in 1 and 2 normally.
Well, that again, the sun's going down. That turn's starting to get a little shade on it. It's cooled down some. You can get into the bottom of the racetrack once the sun goes down.
And Darrell, I don't think anybody, unless you've been in one of these race cars, knows just how bad that sun is this late in the evening going into turn 1. This place, we're in the sand hills. The windshield gets sand blasted, and you're driving straight in that sun. A lot of times you just barely see a car out your windshield. That's how you know where to get into turn 1.
Well, that's the other reason you start running a little lower, too, because you can't really see the wall. You want to stay away from it.
Trouble, Todd Bodine. Off turn 2, of course. That's where most of the cautions have come today, and this will be the 7th at lap 289. His teammate got up in there early. Joe Nemechek. Again, this is Travis Carter's team. This is their last race with Kmart as a sponsor, and that 2-car team.
Well, Nemechek's wrecked 3 times. I think Todd's wrecked a couple of times. Not a very good day.
We know all the teams will be to pit road, and this is where Jeff Gordon and that 24 team, they need to shine in that pit box.
Well, he's going to be closed up a little closer to the leaders this time, so he's not going to come down to pit road and get blocked by cars pulling out in front of him. So time to make one of those 14-second stops.
This will make things interesting because if they pit this time, if pit road is open this time, they'll have to go 103 laps. That's a long time. You might make it on gas, but those tires will be screaming.
It's going to be close on everything. It'll be close on fuel and tires.
That's what makes it interesting.
Let's show you what happened to Todd Bodine.
He's coming up off of turn 2 here. Everything looks to be okay all by itself, and then hello.
Dick Berggren.
Well, Matt Kenseth is on his way in, 4,700 RPM in second gear. They're going to make 1/4 round on the track bar. The only change they're making. This car is really right to Matt.
And Todd Meredith helps index the tire in the front of Bobby Labonte's car. Just became a new father on Friday. No other changes. They are going to be 5 laps short when they pack this fuel cell full of fuel, making the distance, Steve.
Well, Matt, the Jackman on the 20 car slips as he comes around. The right side tires went on well. They're going to go down 1 pound in the right front on that number 20. Stewart is away. Sterling Marlin right in front of him.
Let me tell you, that 17 bunch is whooping out some pit stops now.
That's the reason they're the world champion.
Man, and they're proving it today.
The fuel tanks in these cars can hold no more than 22 gallons. Each of those dump cans can hold no more than 11 gallons. So you're limited how much fuel you can legally get into the car. And while it is gasoline, it's not pump gasoline. It's 76 leaded 110 octane gasoline. That gives these cars all that horsepower.
And Darrell, we always thought you won races because you got good fuel mileage. You just had more fuel, but I believe Jeannie Zelasco can update us on the 30 car.
How'd you know that?
Guys, Jeff Green is coming back for more, and it's not for a good reason. He got 4 tires with the last pit stop, but his water is fluctuating, and they think he might have a cracked cylinder head, so he's going to come back in here for another pit stop. They're going to put some water in and watch it. Disappointing for this team. It's been running so well all day, guys. We'll keep you posted.
But boy, the real winner on pit road, Rusty Wallace, he came in 8th. He's going out 3rd. That's what win races. You win them on pit road with that pit crew.
Driver must have done a great job.